Last time on the Mazda RX8 project, we started by picking it up across the state and we ended with a nice little power wash at the car wash downtown. Today we're going to be going over all the basic maintenance you should do on a Mazda RX8 after you pick it up, especially if it's been sitting. Well, here's the list, and you can see what I did, what I haven't done so far. Purchase price $3,000, gas to get it, 100, new tires 650, and the things to do to check. And that's what we're going to try to do on this video. Stick with us. All right, so first up, we have the most important maintenance item you can do on a new car, and that's washer fluid. It's also, by happen chance, probably the easiest. All done. One thing to check off the list.
All right, so the 8 is up, warming up for its first oil change. The oil in it is a little old, but let's go ahead and get this done. Just a little dark. So this oil gasket, or oil pan, sorry. This oil pan only holds 3.7 quarts of fluid for the entire oil system and all that fun stuff. So it doesn't take very long to drain. So it's not a crush washer, it's just a regular washer, so I'm gonna reuse it. Nug. There we go. Wipe that clean. I'm gonna position this over here. That's about where the oil filter is up top. So let's get that.
All right, so I wanted to introduce you to Black Halo Racing. I've got a lot of technical data off them, and they have a lot of great pages about the RX8. So they're considered one of the top tier manufacturer of aftermarket parts, and they have this nice little RX8 care package, care and maintenance, and it talks about it. Great oil debate, and of course the RX8club.com is a great place to go as well. But very simple recommendation, right? First, ensure it's a quality synthetic oil, and secondly, ensure that you use a 5W30 standard rating or higher depending on your climate. Now, I'm based out of the Northwest, so 5W30.
Another day, another couple things done. Bloop. Let's just see what these fine people left for us in the trunk. Okay, got some gloves. Probably keep those. Got a padded seat. Get rid of that. And get rid of that. Ooh, import direct. Gonna be throwing those away. Garbage. What is this? Full face mask. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, so well, some extra water in here. Looking good. And some rocks. Alright, let's just get this cleaned up. clean the mass airflow sensor. Nothing like that new parts feeling.
So we have our engine and diff fluid crush washer, ignition, wires, new air filter, new coils.
All right, so we are currently out warming up the transmission so that we can go ahead and do our first transmission service. Maybe diff if we're fast enough. So let's just see what happens. All right, so coming in from the driver's side here, up underneath the got a oil pan down below. Now what I've read is that that's the drain right there. You can kind of look all around, right? And then you got the top fill area. So what we're going to do is go ahead and remove that bolt. Second, this one will be first because we want to make sure that once it's drained we can put it back in. So all right, I'll try to get a good angle as I do this. Oh God. Oh, whew. Oh Lord, that was tight. Good Lord. Oh, not bad. Not really any metal shavings to talk about, so that's good. So pretty black. I think indicates some form of metal shavings, but they're all pretty small. And I have no way of knowing when the last time this thing actually was serviced. So that could have been all 70,000 miles of the original transmission's life. I wouldn't think so. So this guy is supposed to be replaced. This is a aluminum crush washer. If you actually look on this side, you can see the indent. So that creates a proper mating surface every time. So got some nice new aluminum ones here. I think online is wrong about this size, so I'm just going to try to match it up. That's too big. About the right size right there. So I can feel it seat just a little bit, because that aluminum crush washer is designed to have a little bit of give. So yeah, so we're all set. That should have seated in there. Do one final check here. Yep. So what we got here, some MT90. This is the #1 recommended from our friends. It says it takes about 1.7 quarts or so to really get her in there. So let's give her some pumps here and see what happens. So this MT90 is it's called GL4. So the GL4 is specifically for the innards of the transmission. The rear diff takes the exact same weight, which is a 7590, but this one is a 7590 MT with a GL4 spec. The diff has a GL5 spec. If you mix the two up, you basically have just ruined your diff and your transmission all in one go. So this will use this entire bottle to fill this up. So let's just get going. Okay, nice and snug. Done, done. All right. Transmission has been serviced. Let's go drive. Boop. So I don't want to be the guy that's like, oh, you can totally notice a big difference or anything like that. It honestly feels almost the same, but I feel better in here that the transmission fluid has changed, and I know for sure that 100% it's clean and it's okay to go. You saw the color of that other transmission fluid. It wasn't terrible, but this stuff is brand new and obviously much better. So thanks for joining me. I'll see you next time. All right, so this is our Rotary 2-stroke. You can see it's a synthetic blend. So we're gonna mix that at a 4-to-1 tomorrow morning. Got our new cabin air filter to install to replace those filthy ones you saw. And 4 ignition coils, and of course, obligatory bling to put on the car so everyone knows. Here we go, let's get it done. All right, so we're gonna be replacing the cabin air filter. We saw how dirty it was. Finally got our replacement in. It's pretty simple. Once you have this, take all your crap out of it, or you can let it fall on the ground. Press the 2 sides together. Now this whole thing comes out. You see back here, it's just kind of clipped on the outside, so you just have to give it a gentle pull. There we go. Note the orientation of this guy right here. Flat side up. There's 2 of them in there. Just double check. Even says here on the paperwork, make sure they're that orientation. You can see how yellowed they are, and I just emptied these and there's still crap that's coming in through the vents, so that's a standard, a lot cleaner. Anyways, put the first one in. Make sure it's back as far as it can be. Next one. Bam. There we go. There we go. Should feel it click on both sides, then reassemble. Put all your crap back in. Good to go. So, just finished cleaning the cabin air filter in the 8. That's all the junk that came out of it. And surprisingly, this is only a quarter as bad as what was in the Honda yesterday. Thank you for joining Random Dudes Workshop on the RX8 project. Obviously, I listed off a few things in the video, such as a diff change and the coils that need to be changed, but this video has gotten a little bit long, so I'm going to cut this into 2 parts in all honesty. As you can see by my list, and that you saw throughout the list, project keeps going. There's lots more to cover, but I'm going to break this up into 2 parts. But I did want to take the time and talk to you about a great resource for you that perhaps I didn't talk about in the first video, and that is the RX8 Club. I highly suggest that you go to this website when you have a chance and walk through the new owners section if you're interested in RX8. And they have a great uniform list of top things to do under $100.
I'm going to show you that website here in just a little bit. So this is rx8club.com. You can see my username up there, blade_117. And I also keep a detailed log of everything I'm doing on the RX8 at the time I do it, just with quick questions, because I don't know everything. I find all the information online from multiple sources, as I've talked about before. But when you're here and you're a new member and you're just kind of starting to figure out what you want to do, come to this new member forum here. See, a place for new members to get their feet wet. Click here, and it has sticky threads. These are going to be your bread and butter, so to speak. And then this one right here, I love this one. This is also a good one. New and potential owners start here, right? But congratulations, you got an 8. Okay, this is awesome. So 04 green, right? He has a great form here, and this is what I've kind of been following for my first $100, right? And obviously I've spent a little bit more than that, but easy stuff that you can do right when you get it. Okay, so number one thing he talks about, these modifications are minimally invasive and easy to start with lots. Clean the battery terminals. It's highly important, right? So you saw me clean the battery terminals and redo the grounds, or at least I talked about it. Oh gosh, I guess you haven't seen that part yet, but that's one of the things I do in my next video. But you did see me clean the Maf. I hope you tune in for the next video. Hopefully it won't take me as long to make, since there'll be less content to put in that one. But we still also have to cover taking the whole safety bra off for rock chips and the coils and the diff change. If you have any questions or comments or specifics on how I did videos or the cost total, let me know and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and like and subscribe to Random Dudes Workshop.